beautiful pieces of jewelry that's part of your Clarte brand and your individual collections within that brand umbrella. And
Yeah.
just to give everyone an idea of how this is all going to work, we're getting the inside exclusive look from Manvi, the designer herself, of all of these beautiful pieces of jewelry. I'm wearing some, as you can see right now. And what I'll do is I'll showcase the products, and then Manvi, if you could just show and kind of describe the inspiration behind the ring, pendant, the item, and then everyone will have those shop numbers, and those shop numbers go in the chat, and then you'll get a direct message with that
Got
item.
it.
And we're going to also have those live 25 codes, which are going to give you that 25% off. So that's amazing. And also, if you guys have any questions for Manvi, we have the designer of the Clarte brand here. So again, we're going to open up, we're opening the floor. And as we go through, we want this to be super engaging, super fun. And let's have some fun. So if you have any questions, if you want to know a little bit more about the product that we're talking about, we're all ears. We're all here to have some fun. So Manvi, are you having a good day so far?
Great day back in New York. So it's been very humid actually, but today was a really good day. We had pretty much like fall weather now, so it's been nice in that realm of things, of a nice change.
Amazing. I know we are definitely feeling that Austin, Texas heat. So we finally got that summer heat.
I
But
get it. I get it. It's annoying when it's there.
well, we're going to get into our first item, which is part of the Clarte Petunia collection. So, but before we dive into that first item, Mombi, do you want to give an overall overview of what the Clarte collection and brand represents?
Of course. So I launched Clarté with the vision of women empowerment and to make buying fine jewelry a very attainable and inviting experience where you walked in and you saw these collections, you knew exactly what you were buying, but with the goal that it be focused on good design, good craftsmanship without compromising on quality. While being still very attainable, going back to that point. And then clarté basically means clarity in French, which was the whole point of the other aspect of the brand, which is to be transparent with the customers and they know exactly what they're buying and be fully educated on the process of buying fine jewelry.
Well, we love that. I love that it's female empowerment, it's sustainability, it's accessibility, and you're trying to
Mhm.
make your brand stand out. And so we're so excited to be able to showcase your beautiful collections on Shop LC. So we're gonna get to the Petunia collection right now, and I know that we liked this these items last show. And
Yes.
this is the Petunia collection, and it's really, again, focused, like you said, and you're going to speak about it, really in that floral inspiration. And we're going to start with
Yes.
the ring.
The Petunia collection is very close to my heart because I always think floral jewelry is very feminine and very pretty, but I also think when you do floral, sometimes it looks very cookie cutter. And with this collection, yes, it's inspired what it says, the petunia flower, but there's such cool aspects to it with the hand milligrain throughout the petals and the individual 3D effect to the petals in this ring. And then it's adorned by beautiful moissanites throughout it. And it's just my representation of a fun flower while keeping it very unique with those little added touches that I mentioned.
I love just the femininity of it, just the really fun style, and somewhat simple as well. So when we're looking at this, you have 22 round moissanites. And speak to the texture and this type of, it's a prong setting, but the
Mhm.
texture of this petunia is really, really interesting.
That was my really one of the key factors that I wanted to have in this piece of jewelry, that it be very different. And when that texture is mentioned, it's basically a hand done beaded effect throughout each of the petals in this flower that is being created in this ring. And again, it adds a fun texture, but it also adds that unique element that you won't find in traditional floral inspired jewelry.
And what was your reasoning behind putting moissanite in a piece like this?
So I wanted that to make this more attainable for every Shop LC customer, that we substitute it with a stone that is of the highest caliber and equal performing to diamonds. And mosaites have luster, brilliance, hardness, and that projection that diamonds possess. And more often than not, they project even more in terms of the luster, the shine, and the sparkle. And it's one of the most high quality stones. So that's why I chose that. And then it being set in sterling silver plated with platinum, again, I plated it to give it even more durability and added protection and that added craftsmanship and quality.
Yeah, I mean, here's an example of, so I put this one on,
Mm-hmm.
so you can kind of see it on my hand. It really shines. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're under the studio light, so I can't even imagine under sunlight or
Mm-hmm.
by a beautiful, by the pool, by a big party outside. You're really gonna have this shine on your hand.
And I think this ring is just a very fun play on a flower where it's still the right size, where it can be a statement on the finger you choose to wear it, but it could be really fun to mix and match with different sizes of rings you might just have, or
Mhm.
play color on the other sides of your different fingers. And one added detail about all my rings is their comfort fit. So they're very comfortable on the finger. They hug and taper your finger. So from either side, you're not feeling it's uncomfortable or too bulky to wear on your fingers.
Yeah, I love that that benefit, and there's like a design, a unique design quality that you put into this, that it is for comfortability and style at the same time. And I love how I could stack this with like an infinity band,
Mhm,
like a simple platinum sterling silver band,
mhm,
stack it with some other pieces. So I really like that versatility of this piece. And I like how the flower is big enough where you're going to get that shine, but
mhm.
also not too big. It's like that perfect size.
I think that's perfectly well said. And another fun detail that I can mention is all the pendants, rings, and bangles have this little hidden moissanite right in the shank of the ring as a fun signature from me to you as the customer. And it's that added aspect of detail and craftsmanship that I like to give with all my pieces.
I love how shiny this is. The fact that it's, again, you said platinum over silver, it really adds that extra shine with complementing that
Mhm.
moist. So for everyone watching, this is your shop one item, and this is just to kickstart our show today. And if you're just joining us, we have a very special guest, Manvi, who is the designer of the Clarte brand and its various collections, and we're getting the exclusive insight into these designs. This is our shop one Clarte Petunia collection moissanite ring. It's 0.80 carats. And we do have sizes 5 through 10 available on the Shop LC website. And you can put Shop 1 in the chat right there below. And then we'll send you a direct link. So again, one, I feel like I could wear this every day. It's a great, again, statement piece, especially people that love those big, bright floral designs. So right now, it is 139. Yeah, 139.99. And then with that live 25 code, we love those discounts, right? We want to shop till we drop. We are going to use that live 25 code. It's going to go down to 104.99. We also have those budget pay options. You can sign up. Super easy, super convenient, interest free, of 5 payments of $20.99.
That's amazing. And
Amazing.
you can always stack it with the different collections we will see.
I love that this one stands out. It has that extra shine with that moissanite acting like the brilliance of a diamond. And we also have an additional item here coming up next, which is going to be that matching pendant, which I love matching sets. I think it makes styling your outfit easy, convenient, less stressful, right?
I agree. And it adds a fun little suite to the collection and also I think takes out the guessing game that we always put into the accessories that we want to wear. It just will always match and go with each other.
I know. I always have that guessing game of like what will go with my outfit best as I'm like about to go out the door. So I love matching sets, whether it's the same style, the same type of gemstones, but I want to make sure that I have something that I can easily access and I know that it's going to look great with everything. And I feel like this floral design is really, really fun and has that shine. So this is part of that Petunia collection that you were talking about, and this is that matching pendant. It does come with that chain as well, 18 inches.
Exactly. And I think it also goes up to 20 with the additional jump rings in the back. So you can wear it 18 to 20, keep changing the length, adds layerability. And it's a fun suite with the petunia inspired flower.
Yeah, this is super sweet. So there are two rings in the back, so you can make it a little bit more of a choker. You can make it a little bit more long depending on your neckline, what type of outfit you're wearing. So this definitely is a great piece you can wear every day. And look how it looks with Shop One, that matching petunia moissanite ring. It's incredible. I love matching pieces. I love matching pieces. And like, do you want to describe the
hmm
setting again, that
So
is
base
in the ring? Yeah.
so basically it's prong set, yes, but there's an added element in the hand milligrane border throughout all the petals and the center bud. And that is done all by hand, and it adds that unique texture that all flowers have. Flowers are not smooth, they have pores and texture. So that helps to add that naturality that genuine flowers have and add that little extra touch of texture and unique aspects to your jewelry.
Yeah. And that's what I think you captured so well, that texture of a flower, because you have the pollen and you have those little, sometimes flowers have those little buds that are a little fuzzy. You have all of that texture, not only in the pendant, but in the ring that really encapsulates the beauty and just how much detail goes into a natural flower. And you really definitely captured that in these pieces.
I'm so glad that you can see it too. And it's always fun to see each eye sees new points to jewelry. And I really wanted that this attempt on a floral piece of jewelry be very different and still add fun design elements here and there where I could add it in jewelry design.
Mhm. And when I'm looking for sets of pieces, I always want to make sure that things are affordable as well. Like you mentioned, you want them accessible, affordable. So, how important is that for you as you're looking at sets like this so that the jewelry pieces are accessible to everyone?
It's extremely important because I think every woman has that need to feel special, and sometimes it becomes hard if something is completely so highly priced, it becomes completely unattainable and becomes a very like an intimidating process to buy it rather than a fun treat yourself moment. And
Yeah.
I want that with my pieces, that quality not be compromised. You still get top of the line materials and craftsmanship, but it's just more attainable and you know what's going into each piece, so you feel comfortable buying that piece for yourself. Well, again, attainability be the top priority because that's how you can treat yourself and feel happy to keep adding to your collection without it feeling like a burden to go buy this really expensive piece of jewelry.
Yeah, I know. I love that. Thank you so much for expanding on that. And I think that's why moissanite, we're going to see a lot of moissanite today in your various collections. And I think moissanite is an accessible gemstone. It's going to act as that shiny, brilliant diamond-like gemstone, and that extra sparkle. And I love that. I think we our shopping experience shouldn't be stressful, right? We want, and also like we want to give great gifts, right, for birthdays and celebrations.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to make sure, like I'm always stressed around the holidays, making sure we're picking that right piece. So this makes it, with Clarte, it's affordable, it's accessible, and the stress of just trying to find that perfect thing is gonna be eliminated because we have such a collection here that fit everyone's style, fit everyone's kind of
Mm-hmm.
design and personality that they like.
I completely agree. And one more point about the whole vision around this brand was that anyone can wear Clarté pieces. It's not targeted just towards one type of woman, it's for everyone, and it's meant to be an heirloom piece that you can pass to anyone that likes jewelry. So that inclusivity was another vision when I came to designing these different jewelry pieces for me, that everyone can wear this, whether whatever walk of life you're in, whatever you do, it'd be very accessible in that point of view as well.
Mhm. Yeah, well said, Manvi. So this one right here, this is shop two, everyone. If you want to get a closer look of this product, we have those really close up pictures on the website. You can put shop two in the chat, and we'll send you a direct link. And with shop one and shop two, so those are all the same price. It's that $139.99, which is super affordable and even more affordable with that live 25 code. We're going to use that live 25 code, and it's going to go down to $104.99. And even if you sign up with budget pay, you are going to get this for 5 payments of $20.99. That is incredible. Only $20.99. And I'm going to check real quick. DJ, can we bundle these two?
We cannot.
Okay. So these two are part of that same Petunia collection. And I know these would go so perfectly together, this shop one and shop two. So we do have that bundle option usually. So on the website, we're not able to do that right now. But if you call our personal shoppers at 888-835-2237, see what they can do, mention the Clarte brand, shop one, shop two, and again, we want to make sure these two go together because they are that perfect set to create your look. So I, again, love this style. I feel like for summer, it's great. All year round, it's great. And anyone that wants to really embrace that floral look, I know that's a very popular look. And I love that inspiration with that Petunia collection.
I think florals are something that you should wear regardless of the season because it's so fun and adds that little, I guess, touch of spring and summer that we traditionally think of. But again, is a very wearable type of motif also. So you can continuously wear it throughout everything that you
Yeah,
do.
and it's like you're giving yourself or giving others flowers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's happy when you were given flowers, right? So now you can wear all of that on an everyday basis and really just bring joy to your look, your style, elevate your everyday style with these pieces.
Completely agree.
All right. So we're gonna show off our next piece, Manvi. Are you ready?
Excited.
So we're gonna go into the Solis collection. And so do you want to describe the inspiration behind the Solis collection? And then we'll start with this ring.
So the Solis collection was basically inspired by the moon and the sun. And I wanted that connection to not be shown very traditionally with the moon and the sun, but be shown through the textures in the metal. And you can see that the yellow gold part, which is supposed to be the sun, is that beautiful brushed gold finish. And then the moissanite are referencing to the shine and the brilliance of a moon. And them coming together is what this collection is. And that finishing that's done on the yellow gold portion is all hand brushed, and you can really feel the brush. It's like a very 3D effect. And then the mosenites sparkle and I think enhance that texture difference is more concrete through that aspect of things. But that's what this was inspired by.
I love that. So I definitely can see that inspiration. Like you said, we have that brushed gold look right here. And this is going to be 14 karat yellow gold over sterling silver. So we have that really copper brightness. So we have that really brightness coming to the forefront and then accented, like you mentioned, Manvi, with the moissanites. And the moissanites are in like 3 layers, kind of like a wave. I feel like
Mhm.
the solar system. We're like going around, right? And this has 0.45 carats of moissanite overall. And what I love is that smooth finish in the band on the back side of the ring as well. So you really think about your design language in a really deliberate way where you're even thinking about the back of the ring. Again, leaning into that comfortability and making sure that everything fits and feels good when you wear it.
100%. And I think as women, we wear rings and earrings the most everyday part of our daily churning of jewelry. And in rings, I think the biggest complaint that women face sometimes is it's very uncomfortable sometimes on the sides. And secondly, it not be very tapered to fit and mold your finger. It feels bulky or like too much on your finger to wear
Mhm.
daily. But with this ring, especially, it's connected but also tapered and smooth in the back that it doesn't hurt or you don't feel uncomfortable with the sides of your fingers also when you're wearing it.
Yeah, I love that. I definitely can sense that. I mean, even the larger rings with some of the larger designs you have, it feels super comfortable, feels sleek, and there's a softness to it and elegance to it. And this one right here, I already sense, I don't usually wear big bands, but this doesn't even feel like a big band around my hand. It feels really light, comfortable. And I love the different textures that you're working with. That brush stroke in that 14 karat yellow gold, and then those moissanites are definitely shining, and it really just brings out a really unique perspective, like you said, working with the sun and the moon in this collection. Right now we do have sizes of 5 through 10 available, so for everyone, shop 3 item, we have sizes 5 through 10. So I'm trying to find your special signature here.
It's right in the back where the engraving is, right in that little back part where what touches the back of your finger. And where it says Clarte, it's right next to it.
All right. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
right there. You all can see it.
it's
Yeah.
it's a little nuanced, but when everyone gets it, they can see it and have a fun little signature from me to them.
I love that. It's kind of like a little love letter. You're like, oh,
Yeah,
thank you note. It's like, there you go. My gift to you.
exactly. Exactly.
So we do have sizes 5 through 10 in this shop 3 item. And anything else, Mavi, you want to share about this piece?
I think another fun aspect is that ode that I just mentioned about textured finishes. They're very fun to do, but also add such a unique element to do because they all have to be hand carved into the ring to be done. And that unique element, again, adds to that whole ember that the sun has, that texture, that fire, even when you feel this. So it's a very unique, I think, addition to your jewelry collection because you won't have this type of texture again because it was handmade.
I love that. And so, would you say each one is very unique? Like each one, because
Yeah.
it's hand done, there's not going to be one that's going to be exactly the same.
Completely, that is the whole thing. The texture, yes, the essence of this ring will completely obviously continue through, but that texture will vary. That veining of that texture will
Hmm.
vary because it's done on each piece at one time. So it again adds to that aspect that each woman getting this piece is wearing a completely unique ring for themselves. So not one, that ring has that touch of that personality that is buying the ring.
Yeah, I love that. I love how like each person is unique, and your collection that as well. So I love that aspect of these pieces. We're gonna move on to so right now we'll break down the price real quick. But we're going to show actually the earrings first. So we're going to show the earrings, which is part of this Sobeys collection. And it is that matching, that additional complementary piece that goes with this ring. So we had shop 3, which is the ring, and then shop 4 are the pair of earrings. And these are hoop earrings, 0.47 carats in that 14 karat yellow gold over sterling silver. And do you want to describe the inspiration behind these? And it's still with that stroke gold and that textured variants.
So this collection again is that sun and moon connection and that beautiful mix of both worlds of bright orange and that beautiful peaceful night mixing together, and that is connected in reality of this jewelry through that beautiful side that is hand brushed and then that moissanite hoop coming together and intertwining into one huggy. And these hoops, in terms of comfortability, was also really well researched because, as again, earrings are also one of the bigger struggles with wearing jewelry, is you
Mhm.
don't want heavy or uncomfortable on your ears and sit comfortably on when you wear them as hoops on your earlobe. So this was really thought through. They're the perfect size. They're made to fit your earlobe comfortably and really not hurt or weigh down your ear at all. And that's the fun little tidbit on the Solis hoops.
Yeah, I mean, I love that it has. I'm gonna try to put this back on. I love that these earrings have that split metal where you
Hmm.
that contrast. You see again that hand painted texture of the gold and then the moissanite. So you kind of have that split kind of hoop, kind of somewhat like a crescent. So you're really leaning in to that moon, that sun, the balance of the solar system and the stars and the planets. It really just has such I love that contrast. That makes it really unique, a very different type of hoop earring.
I agree, and you've worded it so beautifully. That was the whole point, that distinction make it that contrast is visible, but also meshed together where it's not too blunt or too jarring to the eye. That they still mesh together, that two-tone effect, but it still be one because that two-tone is done very unblatantly to the earring, but that distinction was meant to be there and have that little fun play of those two tones
Mm-hmm.
texture.
Yeah, the two tones are playing together. And look how well Shop 3, the ring, and Shop 4 go together. Again, we're creating a whole style, a whole look. We want to make accessorizing easy and accessible and unique, right? We're all unique. We all have our unique style. But each one, again, I love that it's going to be hand painted. There's the style obviously is very unique, but also the fact that it's hand painted, hand brushed really creates a one of a kind piece in both the ring and the earrings. So right now the earrings are $179.99, and with that live 25 code, it's gonna go down even more. So it's gonna go down even more. Uh, let's see. So $179.99. So right now, okay. So what? Oh, sorry. We're having. Um, yeah. Can you redo it? Thanks. Sorry, we're trying to find the price, Mombi.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right. So for this 179, you're gonna go down to 134. So 134, and then we have budget pay options, which are fantastic. Again, make it super affordable. It fits into your monthly budget of 134.99. Then 5 payments of 26.99. Only 5 payments of 26.99. So I'm always looking at ways to like refresh my style, always looking for new looks that I can wear every day. And this is definitely one of those collections that you have those mixed tones, those mixed textures, those gemstones that really stand out.
I just love these hoops. I think they're the perfect everyday hoop where that everyday has an added fun element of design, but still very wearable and versatile throughout the day of whatever you're doing. It mixes very well with them.
So everyone, this is shop 3 is the ring, shop 4 are the earrings. And so we can't officially bundle on the website, but we wanted to offer it to you. If you want to call our personal shoppers at 888-835-2237, give them a call and let them know that you're interested in the earrings and the ring, and they'll help bundle and make this perfect collection complete your look. Look at that. So one more glance, and this is a part of the Solis collection, the sun, the moon, all of that beautiful energy put into this design. And everyone that might just be joining, I'm Emily May with Shop LC, and I have Manvi with me, who is the designer for their Clarte brand, as well as all the accompanying collections that we're going to showcase today. And Manvi has been here at the Austin, Texas studios before. She was with us a few weeks ago, and then now we have her on again to share her inspiration, give us some exclusive looks into these collections. And some launched in January earlier this year,
Mhm.
launched a few weeks ago. So we have a mix of different types of collections. And so we're so excited to have you here, Manvi.
So excited to be here.
So anyone that is joining us, remember, share, like with your friends and family. Bring them into the Shop LC family. Especially, you get exclusives like this, and moments like this when we get exclusive inspirations, exclusive takes from the designers themselves. So we're gonna move on to we're gonna look at the Prima collection, Manvi.
That's one of my favorites.
So share with me, why is this your favorite? And then we'll get into some of those pieces.
Of course. So this collection is one of my favorites because it is that fun take on pink moissanite. Or is this, you're wearing the pink one, right?
Yeah, the pink one. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pink moissanite mixed with the white moissanite. And this collection is just that ode to um, that intertwining love of pink and white. And that was the whole purpose. And then that middle space that I've created in this band is to create that fun play of just two bands in one. And then you can see that the band at the bottom is tapered baguette moissanite, and then the top is pink rounds and white moissanite. So it's that fun play of textures, stone cuts, and also that unique color of pink and white, which we love.
Yes. So apologies. This is the Aphrodite collection.
Yes.
This is the Aphrodite collection. And
Mm-hmm.
again, you mentioned it, love, right?
Mm-hmm.
All it has those white and pink moissanites, which are very romantic, right? Those are my favorite. Any pink gemstones, I'm all for it. This is going to be a total of 1 carat in 14 karat yellow, gold over sterling silver. And can you really talk about the split band? I'm stacking bands, and so this you kind of get that style, but you have it all in one band. You get that stacked look.
So I wanted there to be a band that gave you the ability for stackability without too much thought in it. And this band is basically 4 rows of individual rings in one, through that top tier being clustered together and that bottom having that split into that tapered baguette band. And I did that at the purpose that I thought this ring would be a little different while keeping that traditional aspect of stacking rings. And with this ring, even you can still add another eternity band right on top or on the bottom and still continue to stack it because of that versatile shape that I created with this ring without it being too bulky still when you add additional rings to it. And that split, I think, just adds that fun element where that peeking of your finger gives it that break. It allows it to still be a one ring, but still not be too overwhelming on the finger and have that fun element being peeking through with that split shank type of aesthetic.
Yeah, I like the little peekaboo of like your finger saying hello. And what I struggle with when I stack my jewelry and my bands is that they move around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Move, even if I get the right fit, sometimes they shift a little bit, and it's a little annoying, right?
It
So
is. I can understand that.
yeah, so I like how this is all in one. So you're thinking about the comfortability of the customer that's purchasing this. You're creating those beautiful lines with those moissanites and creating this look that you have all 4 bands. But it's so convenient on my hand. Don't mind my cat scratch on my hand. But you see, you see, even back here, you have the split band.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that there is even texture here, that smoothness with that carrot yellow gold, making it feel very comfortable, very sleek, but also sophisticated. And honestly, I would buy 2 of these and stack them. I'd make a whole.
That's a beautiful aspect of like 8 bands you can do together.
Mhm.
Another fun aspect of doing this in a fun way is adding a fun pop of color with like my Prima multi-sapphire ring we'll see later, or anything. You can just continue to stack it with different rings of mine and add your element. Even the petunia ring would look beautiful on top of this. It could be a fun element of that flower draping over the pink elements of it. So it's
Yeah.
very,
Yeah, we haven't
yeah.
got top 10, but here's just a preview. So
Mhm.
these first 4 are going to be shop 5. This is shop 10. This is going
Mhm.
to be part of the Prima collection. So this one will showcase a little bit later. So we'll just give you a little sneak peek, but look at how you can really create that stacked look with all of those gemstones, all of that shine. And I love how you have them cut in different ways as well,
Mhm.
the gemstones, because I think that adds a little different shine when that light hits it because it's cut in a different way.
That was done completely intentionally because I thought with my designs, one thing I really, really love is a bit of asymmetry. When things are too symmetrical, they look too, in my opinion, generic and cookie cutter. But I can't lie, symmetry suits the eye. So I love that healthy balance of keeping things symmetrical, but a little bit different. And that's how this ring was born in the sense that the top, yes, is very symmetrical with all the rounds, but that just little touch of the tapered baguettes for the bottom half of the one band adds that mix of texture and keeps it a little asymmetrical and fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So, speaking of those gemstones, we have 51 round moissanites. We also have those tapered baguettes in that lower band in that channel setting. We have 18, and then we also have more round moissanites, the pink ones, which are going to be 28 of them. So the fact that you have so many white and pink moissanites, you have 5, 6, 7, over 70 different type of moissanite pieces, and creating this stacked look is really incredible. Again, I love how it's an affordable piece, accessible piece, and it looks like you have 4 pieces of jewelry in one. So I love, again, I know I like this Aphrodite collection. Last time we hung out and showed them
Mm.
off, and I definitely still love it. So
I
this
love
year,
pink.
yeah, I
So
love it too. I love your jacket, by the way.
thank you. I was just gonna say I love pink and it shows from
I
my jacket
You
to
need to wear
like
it
even
right now. Just
I love it. I love pink. And one added element that I would like to talk about also with pink moissanites is they're an homage to pink diamonds, which are very expensive to get a proper color and vividness. And pink moissanites are that ode to getting that beautiful bubblegum pink color and still have that brilliance and luster that pink diamonds have. So it again goes to the fact of attainability and accessibility of getting that in this ring. And it still be the same type of quality and overall projection that pink diamonds have.
No, I love that. And I love making sure that I can have pink in my
Mhm.
wardrobe, match all of all of my pink outfits. And so this is a way that it is accessible with that white and pink
Mhm.
as a diamond, like you said. This is a total of 1 carat. And as we calculated, it's over 70 pieces of individual moissanite throughout this 4 band piece. And it is super affordable. I cannot get over how affordable this is. It is $199.99 today. And then with that live 25 code, it goes down even more, makes it even more affordable to $149.99. And then you can even sign up for budget pay, which is amazing. It fits into your monthly budget. And it would only be 5 payments of $29.99. And for anyone looking at those sizes, all you have to do is put shop 5 in the chat. We'll send you a direct link, and we do have sizes 6 through 10. We do have all those sizes 6 through 10. And you can, again, look at just how amazing those stacked look with that split. Really, really unique design. Part of the Aphrodite collection, part of the Clarte brand. And Manvi, the amazing designer, is here with us today, giving us those exclusive stories and exclusive look into this collection. So we're so excited to have you here. And we're going to continue on with our next collection. I'm going to definitely have this a little bit later, the shop five item to pair with the shop 10. So I'll keep that close by. We're going to accessorize all day.
I love it. That's the fun of jewelry, is
Yeah,
changing it up, stacking it with different elements that you wouldn't traditionally pick at that moment.
exactly. You have to like have fun, and especially also giving gifts as well. You want to give really unique gifts that are thoughtful, that are well thought out. And I feel like you've given so much thought into the design, into what it means to wear something like this, into every piece. So we're so lucky that you're able to share that with us today.
I'm so
So right now we're gonna look at this collection right here. This is gonna be a shop 6. And all right, Manvi, do you want to share this
Yes.
collection and what the inspiration is?
Yeah, so this is one of my really, really recent, like just again launched a few weeks ago. The Fila collection is inspired by Greek traditional leaf adornments that they wear in traditional attire and throughout their history and emblems. And I wanted that resonance to somehow connect into this nature leaf inspired collection. And you can see in this ring, it's a beautiful intertwining wrapping of that leaf into one. And each of the veining and veins that spread throughout the leaf are raised and of high polish finish of the gold. And then the little bit of a flat lay of all those round moissanites throughout the ring add that beautiful sparkle and dew that leaves have. And that's how Philo was born. So it's my take on that leaf, and more than just leaf, that unique texture and history that Greek culture has throughout their use of the leaf.
Yeah, I mean, I love this. So when you look at this, you talked about the texture of the leaves and you see that etched like a sculpture in this 14 karat yellow gold. It's over sterling silver. And there's over 165 pieces of individual moissanite set in a prong setting. And what I love is you put each of those pieces of moissanite in those layers of the leaf, so it really adds even more texture. And when the light hits it, it shines even more, and it just adds such an elevated elegance to it that is above and beyond a
I love that element of it. It is so fun. And I think with leaf jewelry, one thing that is sometimes not added is that beautiful veining that each leaf has and how it's ingrained within the leaf, but still has so much texture. So I really wanted that to be ingrained in that aspect of this collection as well.
I mean, as someone also from California, the palm trees and the palm fronds and all of that like beachy, beach tropical feel, like this gives me that tropical feel as well. And
It's that homage
er,
to that tropics that we see. And then a really fun element also with leaves is like the whole autumn and winter season. So it can be a really carry forward through all the seasons where we see leaves and plants. And I think it's a very fun ring that also signals new beginnings, which leaves tend to do, like the shedding of the old, always regrowing into the new. So that element is there as well.
yeah, I mean, it's a very symbolic ring, like you said. Again, we're going into summer, or we're ending summer, going into fall, and like you said, there's the ever changing leaves on trees. We also, again, we have new cycles every month, also every year. Life is so cyclic. You know what I'm saying, Momvy?
I do.
We're always in a circle, right? We're all.
Mhm.
I know. It's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle. It's Monday, everyone. So we're
That's
all
the best way I can see a representation of a Monday. We're all so over the place, like words are lost.
we're trying to refresh, trying to how their sense of rebirth, all of that, and leaves, nature, all have that aspect to it. So again, I love this piece. I do, like you said, the leaves overlap on my hand.
Mhm.
Comfortability, the comfortability of that sleek band behind. And the fact that we have 165 pieces of moissanite acting as those little accent stones to bring out those little threading, those ridges of the leaf is
Mm.
a really, really interesting statement, really unique. And it's super affordable. And that's what I love, is that it's fashion forward and affordable and accessible. Right now, we do have sizes. I want to let people know we do have sizes 5 through 10 available. We have various sizes. We do have free shipping on online orders of $50 or more. So something to keep in mind. And we have those live 25 codes. So you got to keep using those live 25 codes. Those are going to get you 25% off the next 48 hours on these specific Clarte collection items. And we have lots of rings and pendants and earrings coming your way. We have a lot more to show you guys. So you want to hang tight. We're hanging out with Manvi today, the designer. She's giving us all of the exclusive insights into these collections. So this is going to be shop 6, everyone. It is $189.99. And with that live 25 code, you are going to get 25% off. And it's going to go down to $142.49. I love it. I love those discounts. You can even sign up for budget pay, which would be 5 payments of $28.49. I love this. I feel like wearing this on a big vacation. Also, that extra accent jewelry if you have a big tropical celebration, hanging out at the beach. This is a really fun. I know lots of people go on cruises and like
Element.
cruises going around, enjoying that sunshine. I feel like this is an easy collection they can get, especially with this pendant coming up.
Hmm.
You can have that really big vacation, elegant look, but you could also do it every day as well. I could see it.
That's the versatility and that's the fun. And I think with leaf inspired, it's just that beautiful, again, aspect of it meshing. It's a motif that you can really mesh in with any other collection you may have. And it's very seamless. And I just love also with this ring that beautiful wrapping 3D effect that you see. It's really one in one where you can really feel that wrap around the finger.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that the leaves are wrapped around my finger. But I wanted to show the complementary piece, the additional piece that is part of the Fila collection, the leaf collection. This is going to be,
I know, right?
I can only go so high. Do you have a box? You have like an apple box? Or give me the little stool. All right, we're going to try to go a little bit higher just so
Just
that
for
I
our
can.
Facebook viewers.
Our Facebook viewers. Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Say hi to John. Hi,
Hey
John.
guys.
All right. We're going to try to do this here. All right. Look at that.
Ooh, fun.
So this
It's
pendant leaf, and I love this one. I put it on right away because I love the contrast of the gold. And it has 179 pieces of moissanite. So what was your thought process when you were coming up with a pendant where you were like, it's going to be a single leaf?
I think with pendants, one thing that I always like to do is that it lay on the neck in a very unique manner because pendants tend to just drop vertically and not have much movement. So with the leaf, it's a little off-centered, it's a little curved towards the left, and I thought that that would really have some movement when it's laying and moving throughout the neck. And with the different moissanites, that adds a really fun sparkle and that ode that is very similar to the ring of that dew that you find in leaves and that ribbing that you see throughout the veins.
Yeah, and I still see that again, that ribbing of the leaf is really accented by those moissanites. And I love how it is that single, really powerful statement of that one leaf. And kind of reminds me of like an arrowhead as well. It just really centers your design where you have the chain, which is going to be 14 karat yellow gold over sterling silver. It is going to be that 18 inches. So it's 18 inches. Does it have the little, the extender
Mm-hmm.
as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it has the extender in the back, which can go up to 20 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the versatility in that in pendant necklaces because sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I wear it a little bit shorter. Sometimes I want to wear it a little bit longer. And I like that versatility.
It adds that again that ability for you to mesh these pieces with other existing styles that you have and give you, like you said, that versatility of styling them and let them vary throughout the neck with the different lengths you can play with them.
All right. Oh my gosh, I love this one. I love how look how the light hits the flat part of the pendant necklace. And then also I just wanted to showcase the back as well. That you see
Mhm.
that texture as well. You see those where those moissanites are placed, the ridging, and it's flat. And also sometimes you're a little worried about what that backing is going to be like or feel like. And this is, again, like you said, super comfortable, super sleek, and really just really lays really nicely on my neck.
And it's extremely smooth, comfortable, laying on your skin. That back is completely finished. And just love this collection, honestly. It's one of my favorite, like, unique type of layout into a motif like a leaf. So I really love it.
And this one has 0.60 carats of those moissanites. You have almost 180 in just this pendant. And so what's incredible, if you did shop 6 and shop 7, I think you would have almost 300, over 300 pieces of moissanite. And it doesn't stop there, Manvi. You know this. It doesn't stop there. Hold on. We're good. Thank you, Joe. We're we're having fun today. So also have matching earrings to go with this whole collection with the Fila collection. So this is going to be shop 8. And these are going to be those huggy earrings, which are a unique style, not your traditional hoop earrings.
They're the fun hoop, but more wearable and more like I would say that healthy balance between a stud and a hoop. If they both had a baby, that's what the Huggy would be. And these are my favorite earrings because they're such a fun statement to the ear. They hug, it's like a leaf wrapping your ear completely. And a fun element, you can flip them. If you want, if you flip them, you can wear them on a gold clip on, that vintage vibe, and then you flip them the opposite way and you have these beautifully embellished leaf huggies wrapping your ears. So I just love these for versatility and also for that fun pop of that leaf and statement of a huggy being
Yeah.
there.
Momvi, you know this, but I consider these set of earrings party in the front
Yes.
and corporate work in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you can do a little bit more sleek look during the day, right? Very, very simple, a little bit traditional, but with those little huggy comfortability. And then boom, you're ready to party at night. You can flip it over.
Exactly. And
Wow.
just quick. That transition is so quick, which is again adds to that fun, versatility, comfortability with these hoops. Is like you don't even have to think about it. Go home and change. It's very quick and easy, and again, very comfortable on the ear because of the nature of a huggy. Very easy, lightweight, yet still durable and not too much on the ear.
No, and I like how it is that huggy, so that hoop is really close to your ear. It's just set really, really nicely. You're going to get, again, those striations, those threads of that leaf design with those moissanites are kind of in those ridges, really accenting them. And as if like an artist just like hand, like yourself, the beautiful designer, just hand place them, really make sure those leaves the characteristics of those leaves are coming out so beautifully.
Agreed. That's exactly what the purpose was. And I really wanted there to be fun textural elements to these leaf embellishments because leaves are not completely one texture throughout. They have veining, they have raised, ribbed edges, they have pores and texture. And I really wanted that element when you touch and see that three-dimensional layerability in each of the pieces in the Fila collection that be there. So
Yeah, no, these are one of my favorites out of this collection. And I just like how they're just very snug, very comfortable, but also brings, again, those elements of nature and the leaves even to the service, even more. And then the versatility that you can do either design. I just love it. 2 for 1. You literally are buying two earrings for the price of one. And this has those 0.56 carats of moissanite. And it's in 14 karat yellow gold over sterling silver. And the fact that this is so affordable, you're getting those 2 earrings in one with that kind of that reversible look. Right now it's $189.99, and then with that live 25 code, it's going to go down even more, which is fantastic, to $142.49. You can even sign up for budget pay options, 5 payments of $28.49. And this is an incredible collection. Anyone that you know that really is embracing that floral fauna, loving the nature, and just loves this style. Again, a very, very elegant style, really fun, a little flirty. We have a whole set for you. So before we move on to the next piece, I really just want to show you guys what it looks like all together. We're going to have the pendant necklace, which is going to be shop 7. We have the ring, which is shop 6. And then those earrings, which are shop 8, and has the reversible ability to wear it, either just that sleek 14 karat yellow gold or the leaf design. So we have a full set that you can get the whole Fila collection. And we can't officially bundle on the website. You'll have to purchase them individually. But if you want to bundle them together, call our personal shoppers at 888-835-2237. And again, the Fila collection is that fauna-inspired Grecian design with those beautiful moissanites really bring out the sparkle, embracing that nature. So again, there's our personal shopper number right there. You can see it, 888-835-2237, and they'll be able to help you out, bundle some of those pieces together. And that would be a beautiful gift set. Honestly, a lot of birthdays are coming up. That would be a beautiful gift set for someone to get that whole look. And we were talking about the stress of accessorizing, the stress of trying to figure out what we're going to wear with our outfits. And that is an already good to go set. Put all 3 pieces on, and you're looking glamorous.
And then with sweets, one thing I also love is, yes, they're all intertwined, but when you have something already set for your ears, your neck, and your ring, you can still add different textures to it and still look cohesive because you already had a 3 cohesive situation going on. So it always makes life easier.
Exactly. So here's one more glance at that shop 7 pendant, which is the Fila leaf pendant necklace. That's just on the bust, so you can see it contrasting with maybe a little bit of black, and just see how it really shines up close. So that's one more glance at that one, part of the Fila collection. And we're going to move on to the corsage collection. And Manvi, this is one of my favorite collections under your brand because I love intricate, over the top, really fun designs. And this one, again, this reminds me of me going to prom, going to homecoming, and getting that beautiful corsage on my wrist. Again, it's always really fun. Who doesn't love getting flowers? And this is a piece that definitely I know is inspired by that. So share all about the corsage collection, and then we'll showcase this beautiful piece.
So I was always fascinated from my time at prom and like all my friends' and the whole aspect that each corsage is unique to the girl it's been given to, depending on their dress, the whole vibe. And I thought it would just be a fun or take to translate that emotion and that whole aesthetic into a jewelry, and especially a ring, which again is such a personal, and again, that whole thing of being unique to the wearer. And that's where the corsage ring was born. It's my take on a corsage on your finger forever that you can wear and adorn yourself with. And it features a beautiful solitaire right in the center and bursts out to these mixed shapes that are made up of individual round moissanites. You'll see marquise, you'll see pear, you'll see heart. It's like a beautiful mosaic in that center that is, again, encapsulated, that beautiful solitaire round right in the center.
I mean, this was one of my favorite pieces that we last time, and I'm so happy it's part of our show today because, like you said, we have this beautiful, beautiful round, colorless moissanite in the middle, acting as like the main pollen of like the beautiful center like a big
Mm-hmm.
flower, right? And then, like you said, you burst with all these other moissanites. There's a total of 57 pieces of moissanite, and they're all in that prong setting. But each one is very unique, like you said, and it creates that mosaic where even the metalwork is creating a little bit more triangles, like every flower shape have its little leaves, and you really encapsulated that with the moissanite, really creating those intricate designs to make it look like it is these bunches of different sizes, shapes of flowers, and that's really, really special.
I love that aspect of corsages because they're not just one flower. They incorporate all these different minis and different stems and baby breath and all of these different type of flowers to make that little wearable bouquet on your hand. I literally wanted that to be encapsulated into this fun ring, but it still be that unique aspect where it's not traditional burst ring with just rounds. You create those mini shapes within that burst, and it adds texture and fun play to the ring.
Yeah, and this one, can you? So this is one of the unique aspects of this ring as well. This profile. So it's in 14 karat gold over sterling silver, and talk about like this undercarriage of holding in that beautiful corsage, because you have to think about how you see those gemstones through, and how do you hold such an intricate design.
So when I was designing this ring, the side profile and the undercarriage was a huge part too, because in a flower, the way the flower ends is another beauty aspect to that flower. And you can see in the side profile that dome is happening with that center solitaire really shining and protruding out of the burst. And the undercarriage, you can see the filigree is done in a way where it finishes. So whenever you're wearing this ring, you will see that texture and veining of that flower going towards the bottom of your finger. And it sits very snug and tapers. That carriage tapers to the shape of your finger to, again, offer that comfort fit. And it'd be very comfortable for you to wear long periods of time and with other rings together.
Yeah, I love the tapered look. I love how you integrated that floral, like all the different stems of a flower coming together with that tapered look in that undercarriage. And just, it really works so well. And you really encapsulated what that corsage could look like. And it is one that you can wear every single day,
Mm-hmm.
big celebrations. And the fact that this is over 2 carats of moissanite is incredible, and it definitely is comfortable. So again, what I worry about is having a big design like this and not having it feel comfortable, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then super sleek. The band has that tapered support, has that 14 karat yellow gold shine, and it looks so elegant on my hand. It even elongates my fingers a little bit, really creating a beautiful, kind of reminds you of like a firework a little bit.
Mm. I think that's such a fun representation. I always think of fireworks as something that bursts, and the whole point was in this ring for that center to be highlighted through the burst and vice versa, guiding the eye in and guiding the eye out. So it's a beautiful ring in that aspect of things. And one more element of this ring that I really like to say is yes, it's a very statement ring, but it goes well with other textures and colors. And that's the whole point, that it can still be statement, but yet be very versatile with your collection.
Yeah. Are there any pieces that I've showed so far that you would pair this with as a designer?
The Aphrodite is a really good choice because it has color, so it adds a fun pop of color, and that, again, that whole point of a band like ring mixing with a statement ring adds a really fun pop of textures and size to the fingers, and you want to play with that when you're stacking different rings onto different fingers. You always want to add some element of texture, size, and color, so this adds that beautiful element to that.
This is, so everyone knows, this is the 4-in-1 ring, stacked ring with those bands. It's white and pink moissanite. This was shop 5. That was part of the Aphrodite collection that Manvi just mentioned. And look at that stacked look right there. Look how gorgeous this is. So you get that little pop of pink color moissanite, and then you get a little bit of that gap. What's nice is that gap kind of serves underneath.
Mhm.
Get that pop of color underneath. I love that. Thank you for that suggestion.
Of course.
So this is we're talking about shop 9. I'm going to definitely keep that Aphrodite ring for a little bit later because I think there's some other pieces it goes well with us too. So this one we do have sizes 6 through 10 available. So 6 through 10. And like Manvi said, this is a great piece that could be paired with a more elaborate collection, a little bit more of those bands. And this one is a great everyday value. The fact that you're getting over 2 carats of moissanite in 14 karat yellow gold. This is super affordable, especially with those payment plans. So right now we do have sizes 6 through 10. And for this Corsage Collection moissanite ring, it is $229.99. And then with that live 25 code, everyone, it goes down to $172.49. So you're saving over $50. And then you could even sign up for budget pay and do 5 payments of $34.49. So $34.49. Honestly, I love this ring as giving it to like a friends group or if like a bridal group, things like that. A lot of people are looking for sets for their bridesmaids, and I feel like some of these pieces that I've already seen would be perfect for that, to have that really beautiful statement piece for those special occasions, especially shop 1 and shop 2 with the floral design. Petunia or Corsage, I think collection would be perfect for those.
And they would even look really fun paired together. One is a different take on a flower, one is a different take. It adds that versatility, while also showcasing that floral doesn't have to be very subjectively floral. It could be different takes and still be connected somehow. So they're very beautiful together, I think, as well.
Exactly. So again, you should wear rings on every finger as much as you can.
Literally, that's the whole point here,
Yeah.
is to cover all the fingers.
Petunia collection. Shop 9 is the Corsage collection, and you can see that they're 2 very different takes on that floral inspired design, but also you get a little different take on it, and both very beautiful. So again, we're giving you the option to accessorize, and there's lots of versatility and affordability in the Clarte brand. Again, beautiful designs, and we're going to show off even more. So I jumped ahead a little earlier, but now we finally are going to get to the Prima collection. And this one is going to add a lot more color to your collection. So we're going to show off the ring first. And I'm excited for this one. We're going to show off the ring first. And so, Manvi, share with us what inspired the Prima collection. What are going to be those unique features to this collection?
So the Prima collection was basically inspired by the beautiful array of colors you get when you shine sunlight through a prism. And I've always been fascinated with just the beauty of rainbows through that initial rainbow that you see through a prism, but also the nature, the different colors you see during sunsets and rainbows, and wanted to encapsulate that vivid color into a ring, and that's how the Prima collection was born. And you can see beautifully set pink, orange, green, yellow, purple, all of these different natural, vivid sapphires being set and encapsulated by the brilliance of white moissanites. And it's just my homage to color. I think this ring is a very fun ring to wear daily, adds fun pop of color, but with that white addition of the white moissanites, it adds neutral aspects to the color and makes it a very wearable, fun ring. And I just love this collection. It's a very fun take on color and still keeping it neutral.
Yeah, I mean, I love the versatility of this ring. Has that kind of a little bit of that prong setting with the moissanites on the top and bottom, but then you have that pop of color, like you said, that rainbow. You could wear it with everything. You can wear it every single day, and it has that tapered band for comfortability in the back. That soft 14 karat yellow gold over sterling silver. Is you can match it with a beautiful moissanite ring, or you can even do other sapphire colors to really make it pop. And so I love how this is like a very beautiful accent ring. You could wear it by itself or with some even other pieces.
Yes, like the Aphrodite collection we love.
Or
even worn under the Petunia ring. That would look beautiful. It's just a very fun addition to different rings. It adds, again, I just love the color it adds, but I think it adds color in a very neutral, wearable way where you do not have to maybe style this with specific colors. That's the beauty of multi-sapphires. You have colors all over this rainbow. So you can wear any outfit and it would mesh really well. So
Yeah. So we paired this up with Shop 5, which was the Aphrodite collection for kind of stacked ring here. And then we have the multi sapphire and moissanite. So look at that. You get this beautiful tableau, lots of color, lots of shine. And for Shop 10, which is this Prima collection ring, we have 41 colorless round moissanites, and then we have 9 of those square cut multicolored sapphires. And I love the use, again, that it is inspired by a prism, by a rainbow. It's such a universal, rainbows are a universal sign of peace and love. And also, June is like Pride Month. So I feel like there's a lot of beautiful symbolism around rainbows. We learn about the colors of the really young, right? Really like as a young child, right? So there's a sweetness to it, there's a sweetness to it, and just a universal just connection to it of just like peace and just happiness, right?
that was the whole point that I think when we think of rainbows, we always think of happiness and that little smile it puts on our face when we see a beautiful rainbow come out of a fresh rainfall. And I think that encapsulated with the different colors we see naturally through just nature, through sunsets. Like it's that vividness. That's what I wanted to capture in this collection. And when you get this ring, you truly see that each individual color of each of the multi sapphires are really vivid, bright, and they really enhance that play on color and that play on the white moissanites. It marries both the worlds together.
Yeah, I love that. No, thank you so much for those insights. And this again really is vibrant with those sapphires really just shining so brightly. And I love how this is just like such an evergreen, beautiful, beautiful style. Again, it's a very simple style, but also has the ability again to go with everything. And with this band right now, it's a total of 1.60 carats, including those moissanites, those multicolored sapphires. This is part of the Prima collection, everyone, and it is a fantastic everyday price of $229.99. And with that Live 25 code, it goes down to $172.49, and you can even do 5 payments of $34.49. But we're not just stopping at the ring that's a part of the Prima collection. We also have the matching earrings as well with that same Manvi, that same design style, that channel set moissanite, and then you have the multi sapphire. Oh,
That's the beauty of the Huggies encapsulated, just like you can really see that ring right into these hoops. And again, they're that happy medium between a traditional hoop and a traditional Huggy. It's that combined together, and they're a nice 1.5 inch about hoop, and it encapsulates that beauty of the ring into wearable earrings. And again, is very comfortable, meant to taper in the back so it doesn't add too much weight to the earlobes. And again, showcases that brilliance and vividness of color through your ears.
no, and look how fabulous like the ring and the together. They have obviously that matching design language. This is going to be in, like you said, in that 14 karat yellow gold over sterling silver. And the design really is just on the front. And then it has that sleek 14 karat yellow gold in the back. These earrings, these set of earrings are going to have a larger amount of those moissanites and those sapphires. It's going to be a total of 2.90 carats. Because again, it's 2 pieces. You're pretty much designing 2 rings, but set in those huggy earring style. And I love this being a complementary piece to Shop 10. Look at that. They work so well together. I mean, you can get them individually or as a pair. I think they would be a fantastic addition to anyone's wardrobe.
And I think, again, multi-sapphires are such a beautiful thing, and they're so hard to source to get the bright, vivid color that they possess. And I think these collections are investment pieces into your general jewelry collection because sapphires are precious. Multi-sapphires are extremely precious because you can't get that color as naturally anymore. It's not possible for the like you have to pay immense amounts of money to get the quality, and yet I wanted to preserve that and give you the best color and shine and projection of that color in these prima pieces. And so they're just a beautiful addition to your everyday wardrobe. I think you need that touch of multi sapphires. It adds a very fun, unique element to any existing jewelry collection.
Yeah, it's giving that extra pop of color. And as
Mm-hmm.
the vividness, the clarity of sapphires. I mean, when I look at it up close, you see
Mm-hmm.
vivid oranges, those yellows, those pinks and greens, and honestly, and those moissanites are also so vivid as well, both in the earrings and the ring. They're really really stunning up close. So I love how it really is going to give you that extra pop of color, a little unique take on any of those traditional multi sapphire hoop earrings. Very unique. And today, since there are so many carats, almost 3 carats of gemstones, this is a $399.99 today. But with that live 25 code for the Shop 11 set of earrings, you're going to save $100. It goes down to $299.99, which is fantastic, especially when you're getting a complete set. And you could even sign up for budget pay, which would be 5 payments of $59.99. And there would be just 5 payments of $59.99. You can fit it into your monthly budget. And especially as the holidays are coming up, summer's ending, we're getting into fall. This is, again, you want to keep your pop of color. You want to keep that personality going when you're accessorizing. Even though it's winter, going to go into winter season, you want to wear that fun set of jewelry all year round.
Mm-hmm. And that fun spin, again, going to the color, those beautiful autumnal colors are also in these multi-sapphire yellows, orange,
Oranges, yellows, yeah.
pinks, and reds you see also in the sometimes in the leaves here in autumn are all replicated there too. So it just speaks on the transitionality of color too throughout the season and what you wear.
Yeah, I mean, here's one more glance. I know we talked about accessorizing, but this was Shop 5. That Aphrodite collection ring is on the bottom, and that Shop 10 multi-sapphire Prima collection. Again, I just wanted to show you. I'm going to keep that on and show it off a little bit more because, again, we got to make sure we're accessorizing in the best way possible. That's what makes it fun. Wearing jewelry, shopping, and then you're designing jewelry. So we got all three covered. All right, we're going to go to the next piece of the Prima collection, which I am loving these. So these are going to be another set of earrings, a part of the Prima.
Mhm.
And these are going to be all moissanite, 1 carat in 14 karat yellow gold over sterling silver. And these are party earrings. Can you share the design inspiration for these?
So these earrings, I believe, are called the Aurora earrings. And they were basically inspired by the fantasy world of Sleeping Beauty and the different elements you see in the way nature is described and trees are. And I wanted that element of vertical movement to be there. And then I achieved that in a unique way through the beautiful pear shape that is at top adorned by rounds and baguettes, and that waterfall cascade effect that goes in through the pear and goes down are adorned by beautiful round moissanites.
Yeah, I mean, when you're looking up this up close, you talked about that pear shape really in that main part of the design, and then that cascading. It's like a
Mhm.
cascading waterfall. It reminds me of a shooting star. It reminds me of like this is the center of the star, and then here's that extra light that is like flying through the sky, right? And Disney has that little shooting star on the
Mm-hmm.
connected to Sleeping Beauty. That is Sleeping Beauty's castle. So it does remind me of just that beautiful, again, I love this beautiful cascading look. You have three layers. So you have three different layers of that 14 karat yellow gold really shining. And you have, again, I love your use of texture. I
Mhm.
love texture and that you're not afraid to like really be bold, even in these intricate designs. So shout out to you.
Thank you. I love, I think, playing with versatility, wearability, but also keeping it a little bit fun and have movement to the jewelry. And I think these earrings are a perfect example of that, where yes, there's movement and there's mixed shapes and there's a lot, but it's still wearable and comfortable, and that symmetry is maintained with the use of the pair and the cascading of the beautiful waterfall effect throughout the pair.
Yeah, so these are almost two. So the tip of that last cascade is about 2.5 inches. So these are going to be a little bit longer. And I love that. I love that you're getting that layered look. And this is definitely, I feel like it has um, a little vintage Art Deco vibe as well, because it has a little bit of that cascading look, and that pear shape is really, really unique.
I love that you picked up on that because one of my biggest inspirations in design and an era I love is the Art Deco era and the use of fun shapes, that vintage vibe, and that movement that was embodied in the fashion and the jewelry in that era. I just love. So I think a lot of my collections have that Art Deco and old vintage vibe inspiration behind them.
Yeah, no, I mean, this reminds me of like a flapper, like the flapper fringe. And then there's just the fact that it's in moissanite and 14 karat yellow gold just makes it even better. And then again, that just reminds me of those beautiful earrings and sconces and architecture that
Mhm.
is within that era. This shape right here, that pear shape, and the just the fun part, really. So I could see that as being a big inspiration for you. So I love this one. Again, this it's so hard for me, Manvi, to pick my favorites. So I honestly, I think right now, okay, so I'm gonna just, I know we still have some time. So I think Shop 9, which is part of the Corsage collection, and Shop 12. I think these are my two favorites right now. Right now.
Okay,
I think
okay.
all of
I
them are,
love the combo. I think that's such a fun combo to pick, the corsage and these earrings. And one is more symmetrical, circle, like more of a unique yet wearable ring. And then you see that fun pop of shape with that pair. And I think that's just a very fun play on accessorizing.
exactly. You gotta have fun when you accessorize. And like, I know you recommend kind of picking, maybe you could pick one from each collection because it might have some different shapes, it might have some different metal, some two-tone style. And you never know what type of look you could create when you step outside of that and don't just pick all one from one collection, but create a whole variety of pieces.
I always like to recommend that because I think when you mix and match different collections, it just tells such a unique story, which is why we wear jewelry, is to tell our own story, which is always very unique, person
Yeah,
to. So I think
exactly.
when you guys play with that, it's fun.
Yeah, jewelry is personal, and also giving jewelry is very
Mm-hmm.
personal thing to do because again, not everyone is going to have uh the what I love about this is all super affordable so that you can create a beautiful set of pieces, give it to someone, give a really meaningful gift. Uh, so real quick on these earrings, the shop 12, I want to let you all know that it's $279.99. And then with that live 25 code, you can have it go down to $209.99. And that's super affordable for 1 carat of moissanite in that 14 karat yellow gold over sterling silver. Really incredible piece, really vibrant. I could see myself going out dancing, having a beautiful wedding or celebration anniversary party with this beautiful set on. This also, you could sign up for budget pay, and it would be 5 payments of $41.99. So we will definitely accessorize even more by the end of the show and pick some of our favorites. But I am eyeing our next piece, and this is part of the Prismatic collection.
Yeah.
So we did have one of these pieces last time. And share, we're going to show this beauty right here. Look at this gorgeous necklace. I could definitely say this was inspired by a little Art Deco.
For sure. I think this was one of those homages that was completely inspired by that era. And I think I just love the unique placement of the color stone beads in this piece. These are all ruby cabochon beads that are throughout this necklace, and the chain part of the necklace is a unique square pyramid 3D dimensional cube chain, and the center is that beautiful hexagon, again inspired by that very vintage fun play on shapes of the Art Deco era, and then that hexagon is embodied with tapered baguettes, rounds to create that beautiful center. And it's all vertically drawn to the neck downwards with those beautiful, again, ruby beads. So it's a very pretty necklace.
Yeah, this is 11 carats of gemstones. So we have 22 rubies throughout. So we not only have those rubies kind of dangling and draping on that lower part of the necklace, but they also are alternating within that square metal and the chain in that main necklace. And also we have that cluster of those moissanite. And overall, we also have that channel setting right here with those moissanites. We have 240 individual pieces of those moissanites. And that, what I love is we have this vermeil yellow gold, and the moissanite is set in such a way that it really brings out that shine even more.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of ancient Egypt as well. A lot of those gold, like the headdresses and those beautiful pieces that we've seen for generations. I feel like it's very connected to that as well, in my opinion. Again, you're the designers.
I love that correlation because it is inspired by that vintage history, more a play on contemporary meets vintage and that whole aspect of Egyptian. And the whole idea was that it'd be a very fun piece, be contemporary, be inspired by history, and mesh the two worlds. So it's a very modern, fun take on that with still some more traditional elements to it throughout with the beads and all of that.
And I also, one of the features I love is that it isn't just a traditional pendant with gold. Like the pendant isn't necessarily low. You have those drapings of those beads, of those moissanites. So you're creating an even deeper V. And so if you wore a fabulous dress and a really dressed up nice, or even wore a beautiful blouse, this is such a statement piece. And you have kind of two ways that your eye moves. It moves through this V right here, and then you also continue down to the draping of those rubies. So it's like two ways. It's like it's ever changing, and it has such flow that it's really.
I love that take, and I think the purpose behind that beautiful section where it draws is because when you wear a necklace, usually you want it to hug that décolletage neck area and draw your eyes down with the grace of that drop of a necklace. And that was the intent behind that beautiful V shape you see in those vertical drops of the rubies and moissanites.
Yeah, this is really stunning. I honestly, if I had a red carpet look, I think I told you this, Manvi, last time. If I had a red carpet look, I definitely would be calling you for this piece right here. This is so stunning. And it looks like there are two different options we have available today. We have this ruby one, and we have an emerald. So we do have a version as well that are around the same price point. But I believe other gemstones you use, but I believe those are a different price point today. So we have a multi-sapphire and a blue sapphire that are available on the website, but the two we're highlighting today are the ruby and the emerald. So this is on clearance on the website, and so that is for $79.99 today. And with that live 25 code, you're going to get 25% off. And this is our Shop 13 item. So if you guys have questions, you can put Shop 13 in the chat. You'll get a direct link. You can get kind of those close-up pictures, take a closer look at the piece. And right now, this would go down to $359.99. You can even do those budget pay options, sign up for the financing program, interest-free payments of $71.99. This is one of my favorites. I honestly would pair this with Shop 9, the corsage ring, and honestly, the drapey earrings. I would do it.
I love it because they both, again, the vertical aspect of cascading, and they would look beautiful together with that fun element of the cascade tying them, but also the shapes, like the pear and the hexagon. So that play
Mhm.
on shapes also tying them together. So I love that combo actually. It would look beautiful.
Yeah. Shop 12, shop 13, and shop 9. So again, we're going into different collections. We're taking pieces and we're creating. Again, when you put jewelry on, it's your artwork. You're the masterpiece. And you get to put it on and create this beautiful tableau. You get to show off your personality. And that's what we get to do. We get to have fun every single day. So that was a part of the prismatic collection that we just showed off, that beautiful, beautiful necklace. And now we're going to continue on with the kaleidoscope necklace, or
Hmm.
kaleidoscope collection.
Hmm.
All right, I'm getting my papers mixed up. I'm so excited. So we're going to look
That's
at
what
the
jewelry does. It makes you so happy that you get
I,
flustered, which I love about jewelry. It's always in awe. You're always in awe with jewelry.
all right, we're going to make sure we have all the right pieces. All right, we're going to look at this one. And this is another piece that has a lot of that textured metal, which is one of your big statements. And so let's talk about the kaleidoscope. So everyone knows what a kaleidoscope is, right? Maybe
Mhm.
I
I
remember
love,
playing as a kid. You would see
yep.
look at all the different lights and the
Hmm.
colors irradiate.
I just loved that as a kid, always looking through the kaleidoscope. You would always see something different. Even if you just shifted an inch, it would change the whole vision. And that was basically what I wanted to encapsulate into the kaleidoscope collection. You feature totally different patterns all throughout the ring. There's this beautiful high polished paint drip, which is encapsulating the beautiful hand brushed finish on one side of the ring. Then the next side is that handmade wave texture, which is all these three textures are mixed and combined through those vertically set, multi-sized basil set moissanites. And this ring is just my homage to playing with texture. I love playing with texture and different patterns in jewelry. And this ring is just that encapsulation of all different textures, yet it being balanced and mesh all together to create this one cohesive piece of jewelry. And I just love this ring. It's a beautiful pinky ring. It's a beautiful index ring. It's just a beautiful, even thumb ring. I love it to wear it as that too. So it's a very versatile ring that you can switch through and add. And that band aspect really lets it also be stackable and
Mhm.
added to different rings.
I love how this is a very unisex look as well.
Mhm.
So it really anyone could wear it. And like you said, I love how you're using three different really textures to bring
Mhm.
your eye to those moissanites in the middle. And it's like just a wave of different metal and textures. And your eye, you're really good about bringing people's eye to where you want them to go.
Mhm.
And it really is like a journey with all of your jewelry. We know where our eye is going to go. And I love that this is, again, I'm not a huge fan personally of like big bands, right? Because they
Mhm.
are a little uncomfortable for me.
Mhm.
Hands are a little, so it's always hard for me to have those. But this one feels very light, feels very comfortable. It's not hitting my other fingers
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
way that some larger bands might do for a little bit more petite hands. So that's something that I wanted to share with you, that it feels really nice.
Mhm.
It has that tapered band in the back and really feels very elegant. And it's one of those things that I really think if I got a bigger size, right now this is size 7. Honestly, I could do a little bit bigger size on my thumb, and it's
Mhm.
a beautiful accent piece. I could pair it. So if you were to pair this with another piece, a part of your collection, which one would you pair it with?
I think this would look beautiful with the Prima ring. It adds a fun color and keeps that talk about different size, color, and texture in mind. This ring features the texture, that ring features color and size variation to this ring. That will look very beautiful together. Um, Even the corsage ring on one hand and this ring on one hand would look beautiful together because one features all those different rounds, and this also features different rounds, but plays on again the different proportions on the finger, the different sizes on the finger, and yet still matches together really well with the different tones.
Yeah, no, I love how you can like contrast the types of metal, the textures, the sizing of those moissanites. And this ring right here is going to be in that vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver. It's going to have that really golden hand brush look as well as that textured look. Those moissanites, we have 9 of them. And I love how this one really, the star of the show is that type of texture, that metal, right? Moissanites again are the star of the show of like the course collection, right? But this one is really you're working with those metals, really that yellow gold, that vermeil yellow gold. You're making it into like a sculptured piece on your hand, and that's what I really love about this one. We do have these in various sizes. We do have. Let's see, size 6 through 9. So we do have sizes 6 through 9 available. And we do have some verified reviews. So let's share some of those, Manvi. You might love to hear
Love
them.
that. Yes.
So, Deborah, we talked about this. So I love how Deborah, as a verified buyer, is mentioning this. Very pretty, looks real, and it's comfortable to wear, even though it's wide. I would recommend it. So Deborah and I have the same issue. Is like we want to make sure that it's going to be comfortable. Karen, is a verified buyer, says, love this ring. It looks great, and people keep asking where I got it from. So we love our verified buyers. Again, we want to make sure that they are happy with what they're getting. We're delivering joy, and we love hearing about our verified buyers. So thank you all so much for leaving those reviews. And this is part of the Kaleidoscope collection of the Clarte brand. This is Shop 14. So if you want to put Shop 14 in the chat, you'll get a direct link. You can get those up close pictures and take a closer look at the ring. And today, this is a great everyday price of $119.99. And we can even use that live 25 code on it and get it for even less. And it goes down to $89.99. And then we have 5 payments if you sign up for budget pay of $17.99. So some of these pieces, we have the buy more, save more option. You can buy 2 and get some savings, buy 3, buy 5, and you get even additional savings outside of that 25% off. So that's something to keep in mind, especially if you are maybe buying in bulk. You're buying like for a bridal party, for, your BFF weekend getaway with your friends. Definitely look at those buy more, save more options, because those are going to give you your best deals. And remember, use those live 25 codes. Get those discounts. Again, I am always a thrifty shopper. I'm looking for those deals, and I also want quality, and I want unique pieces. And the Clarte brand, that collection, definitely, we're seeing it right here. All right, so this was Shop 14, and we're going to continue on to Shop 15, which is another example of how, Manvi, you work with the different textures of metal, integrate that beautiful accent stone of the moissanite. And this is the Sable collection.
I love the Sable collection. It's one of my the signature collection, I would call it, is the Sable collection. It has won awards. I think this collection is one of those collections that I would say is my design language of mixing texture, hand hammering that is done throughout the center, and that beautiful wave texture, keeping that connected with those white moissanites. So you see that encapsulating that center, which is hand hammered and hand brushed. So it's a very unique ring. Each ring is a bit different because it's hand hammered. And it's the inspiration behind this ring is basically the shore meeting sand, and that when a wave crashes into a shoreline, that beautiful pattern it creates each time, and that white moissanite encapsulating and touching with the wave of that sand is what I wanted to create, and that's the homage of this collection.
No, I love that. So symbolic. And again, you have a lot of your collections have a connection to nature, or they be a little bit more peaceful or grounding. And I love that. I love how there's like some type of connection to nature in a lot of this. I love that hammered look, really creating a unique texture And those accent stones, again, it's going to have that unique shape. We have 63 round moissanites. It also is in that vermeil yellow gold. So again, a signature look of yours. And this is half a carat overall of that moissanite. And I do have to say, I would pair this with one of the beginning pieces that we saw, which was free. And so what I love is that texture of metal right there. I don't know if
Oh, yes.
you
I would love.
but I like it.
No, that's an amazing take. And I think that unisons of blending them works because of those similar brushed finish elements being there to a degree. And you can stack them on top of each other. You can wear one as a pinky, thumb, or index ring and keep the other as another ring. And it still mesh really well with each other because there's some unison to them with that brushed element.
Yeah, I love the brushed element. And it also has that tapered band in the back again for that sleekness of that metal, that vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver. It really just keeps that sleekness. And I love it. Like you said, that brushed look. I would also, I'm going to throw it out there. I would also pair it with the
Yes.
not Aphrodite, Prima Collection band because I like it. It has a little bit of it has that take of those two lines of
And
moist.
it adds another encapsulating bunch effect where it meshes together because of that reason and also keeps that layered effect happening too. So which is a very fun take on it too.
Yeah, so this is shop 10, the Prima Collection multi sapphire and moissanite ring, and then we're looking at that top ring, which is shop 15. So this is what's so fun, Manvi, about your collection is you can pair those different collections together. You could wear them separately on different rings or even stack them. And again, I
Mm-hmm.
I love thinking outside the box, making those bold looks. Because again, you gotta walk out of your house, walk outside, and really take over the world with the statement you're making with your jewelry. So again, I love that we can piece those different ones together. And right now, this Sable Collection ring, half a carat of moissanite. We have sizes 5 through 10. We do have sizes 5 through 10 available, and we do have a good amount of sizes. Let's see, we do have some verified reviewers. So let's look at that real quick. Maybe one review. We'll look at a review real quick. All right, so pretty. So Laura is a verified buyer, says so pretty and very comfortable. Very comfortable. Love this ring. Gloria is also a verified buyer, says it's an understated design. I really like it. Constance is a verified buyer, says beautiful ring, exceptional design, highly recommend. So
Thank you so much to all
verified
the
buyers. Don't you love that? Doesn't just
I love it. And I love reading feedback from like every customer to me. This whole process is like I'm like talking to them and listening to them. So it makes me very happy that they see comfortability, they see uniqueness, and they see wearability because those are all the points I really want to go and give my customers. So I'm really glad that it's resonating.
Yeah, we love that. So, and we love the price points of these collections right now. So right now, this ring shop 15 is $139.99. You can use that live 25 code and get even more discounts, which we love. It goes down to $104.99. You can even sign up for budget pay, which would be 5 payments of $20.99. Only $20. That's amazing. And again, this would be a really fun ring. Again, you can add to your collection. You can also buy in a bundle, buy more, save more, size 6 through 10, and get like a whole collection for your best friends. And again, I don't know if everyone does BFF rings and exchanges anymore, but I definitely do. A lot of my friends live all over the world. So I like to find ways to connect with them. And we do sometimes exchange jewelry and little pieces so that we know that we're thinking of them when we're going and living life. So again, there's different meanings and different ways of buying jewelry, why you're buying jewelry, and so hopefully you're finding some pieces you all like. All
I
right.
think that you mentioned the friendship ring thing because friendship rings are so fun to do. We all used to do it when we were younger, but even like you said, where you have friends all over the world, they could be fun elements to having like fun, unique rings that play to that story that you guys share. So it's very good for that aspect of fun too.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna continue. We're gonna move on to the Eternal collection. So this is definitely this one is absolutely stunning. I think this was one of my favorites that we showed off. So we're gonna look at the Eternal collection, which this is all moissanite all the time. This is gonna be
Mm-hmm.
3.5 carats, and it's absolutely stunning. Do you want to
I
share what
love
the collection means?
I I love the Eternal Ice collection because I think when I was initially designing this collection, what inspired me to make a piece was the unique aspect and the simplicity of ice and icicles and how different ways ice can be formed, and it's all unique still. And that's how the Eternal Ice collection was born. It was my take on icicles and snowflakes and how it bursts and is so icy and bright and shiny. And that's what the Eternal Ice ring is. It features a beautiful solitaire right in the center and this burst of those spiky icicle aesthetic towards the shank. And that shank is split and features this beautiful center of that split with that high polish triangular aspect also added in that split shank. So it's a very unique play on different textures again, but also different cutouts that icicles are. Each icicle is different, each icicle is cut differently, and that essence is translated into this eternal ice ring.
This one definitely is one of my favorites because it's not your traditional band with moissanite. You have that split shank, like you said. It's also not a traditional halo. You're not going to just have round moissanites around. It is like that sunflower, like it's not sunflower, every snowflake is going to be one of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how this ring feels like it's one of a kind. It's sparkly. It's shining. The lights hitting it here is blinding, right? I can't even imagine in the sunlight. It's going to have this gorgeous shine. It's going to radiate that light. That crystal structure of the moissanite is going to act like a diamond and really be the sparkling, beautiful
Mm-hmm.
on your hand. And I love how this is just a celebration of that. Again, another piece of your collection, Manvi, that connects to nature, connects to the uniqueness and
Mm-hmm.
power of nature. And you really are leaning into those designs, leaning into how beautiful nature is and how you can represent that in jewelry.
That was the whole goal. And I just love that nature is somewhat like the different roles we play as women in our lives. We have so many different roles, different places and beings we have to be in our daily life. And I think with my jewelry, I'm so inspired by nature because I think it plays into that uniqueness that everything you find in nature is one of a kind. And to some degree, very different from each other. You can find one apple one season and then never find a similar apple again, even though apples are very generically same. So, like, it speaks to that ideology that as women, we play so many different roles and everyone is so different, yet we're all connected with being human. So it's that idea with my jewelry too, is that yes, it's jewelry and it's meant to be similar, but that uniqueness is added to represent us as beings. So
That's so beautiful. So well said. And one feature that I wanted that you touched on was it's that beautiful center stone. That moissanite is really in that beautiful center stone in the prong setting. And the fact that you do have those tapered
hmm
those different cuts to create that snowflake effect is really stunning. And it really is unique. And it just adds even more uniqueness to this piece. And so this is definitely the showstopper pieces that are people are gonna stop and wonder where you got it. and
they'll be like the ones where like someone will even like look at your hand and like want to really add like make that admiration be known for this type of a ring. It's a very fun show-stopping ring and yet very wearable and again could pair well with even the Aphrodite ring or the Prima ring, whatnot, in the different fingers you wear it. It could be that cohesive look as well. So it's very fun.
That is, this is, you said Aphrodite. Here's the Aphrodite with shop 16. So we have shop 5 with shop 16. I'm gonna, let's see, I'm getting bold. I'm getting bold here.
I love it. I love it. That's the point. That's the expression.
Got the extra stacks here. This is shop, oh, this was shop 5. And then shop 10 was Aphrodite. So this is shop 5, that 4 band, and then shop 10. We're trying to keep these all straight here. So I like how you can mix it with different metals, different textures. And this one, again, just by itself is just that burst of moissanite. And this is on clearance today. We do have sizes 6 through 10. We have sizes 6 through 10, and right now it's on sale for $199.99, which is an incredible deal. We do have limited sizes, though, and limited quantities. So we just have size 6 through 10, and it looks like we do have limited quantities. So that's something to keep in mind. It seems like a really popular ring right now that, again, it's really unique. Not your traditional moissanite ring. We have 3.5 carats. That is a huge amount, especially with that beautiful center stone. Right now, it goes down to $149.99 with that live 25 code. You get that 25% off. And then you can even sign up with budget pay, which would be 5 payments of $29.99. Only 5 payments of $29.99. So this is absolutely beautiful. I guess this might be one of my favorites, Manvi. Like, it's hard for me to pick by the end of the show.
It's so hard to pick between my rings too, because it's like I treat them as like my children, where you can't pick one favorite over the other. But I just love the fun aspects of each of them. So they're all my favorites for that reason.
I'm not going to make you choose. I won't make you choose. I won't do that to you.
That would be too hard for me.
We do have we have 3 more pieces and we're running out of time, so I want to make sure we get to all of them. So we're going to look at the Serpent collection. And I know this one. Okay, so I know Taylor Swift just announced her album. This reminds me of the Reputation album, a little bit of the Snakes. And if everyone is a Swiftie, they might not be, but this definitely, look at this. I love it.
I love the Serpent collection, and the whole homage to launching this collection was that 2025 is the year of the snake, and the snake represents, again, shedding of the old and rejuvenating into the new. And that's what this ring is. It's an embodiment of, again, that new beginning ideology, but in terms of more literally, that unique representation of the snake. It's just a very fun, wraps around your finger, features tapered baguettes, rounds, and really keeps that, I think, versatility and in reality, the uniqueness of each snake alive. And it just looks like a beautiful, I think, wrap around, and also that somehow unsaid movement, like it's going through your finger in that coiling effect that this ring encapsulates.
Yeah, the moissanite, because you have those round moissanites on the edges, you have those tapered baguettes in that channel setting, like for those scales of the snake. It's like that snake is, like you said, wrapped around your finger. And what I love about this is a lot of people don't understand that snakes can be a good thing too. So I feel like snakes get a like the fact that it's draped in moissanite, it has those beautiful emeralds as the eyes. You're really kind of, and it is the year of the snake. So again, we're embracing that year, and it gives kind of a better outlook to snakes, right? It's kind of
Wisdom, health.
Wisdom. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We need some wisdom. We need some health.
Sure.
Right? Especially rebirth, rejuvenation, like you said. We want to make sure we're taking all the good things we can.
And I think it's a fun element of, again, like thinking of things where they have different meanings. And I think it's that aspect that snakes also represent: regrowth, rejuvenation, and new starts.
Yeah, because again, snakes shed their outer layer for that rebirth, that rejuvenation, and then they build again. They build off that and continue on. So I do like this. You have like that split gap here too, creating that waving, that serpent is slithering on your hand. You do smooth sterling silver in the back. And I do love those bright green eyes, those emerald, a very, very, really just unique emerald eyes. They're staring at you. So right
I
now,
wanted that. I don't do a traditional like color like moissanite. I wanted it to like be that understated color, but that color be intentional that it adds that focus to the eyes. So that
yeah,
emerald.
about like the eyes of a snake are really powerful, right? They're
Mm-hmm.
you, they see you from afar, they hunt, they eat, like
Mm-hmm.
really important. So I love that touch of color as well. And the fact that there's 143 round moissanites in this piece. We also have even more of those tapered baguette moissanites. We have 39. So you have almost 200 pieces of individually set moissanite, which is absolutely stunning, creating this slithering snake look.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a Swiftie, if you want to celebrate the reputation
In the new era.
that as
Yeah.
well. Or Life of a Showgirl, which is
Yep.
you can celebrate with all the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you can create your whole bold look. So this is Shop 17. It is on sale today. Size 6 through 9 are available. And with that discount code of Live25, you're going to get it for $149.99. We also have budget pay options, which are interest-free, easy to use, easy to make, work it into your monthly budget. 5 payments of $29.99. So 5 payments of $29.99. So we have 2 more pieces, but we're going to piece them together, Manvi, because they go together. So we're going to look at the Dorma collection.
Yeah.
And we're going to look at the Moissanite Dorma collection ring and the pendant necklace. So we're going to look at shop 18 and shop 19 all together because we're running out of time.
I love the Dorma collection so, so much. It is my homage to ribbons. And I think the best way I can describe this collection is on Christmas Eve, if we're last minute packers like me, you open up your box of ribbons to pack last minute gifts, and they all intertwine this beautiful airy ball of ribbons. We all have to sit there, untwine them, and I think that's what really inspired this collection, that airy movement, that free-spirited nature that us humans have and ribbons have. And that's what the Dorma collection is. It is a beautiful homage of different heights within those ribbons, high polish ribbons to the moissanite ribbons. It's just that play on free-spirited form, and that beautiful dome is featured in the ring as well in the pendant. And that's what I think of when I see this collection, is that free-spirited nature and that unique statement look while keeping it wearable.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I love the breathability of it.
Mm-hmm.
Love how vibrant it is. And it has those different layers of, again, that metal. It's going to be that vermeil, yellow, gold over sterling silver. And you have those layers of those soft, sleek bands, and then those encrusted with that those moissanites. You have a total of 3 carats in the ring. So you have over 170 pieces of individual moissanites. And even the band has that vermeil, yellow, gold chain, as well as that beautiful. So we were talking earlier that it kind of reminds us of a honeycomb, like a beehive. And again, also connected to nature and our natural kind of instincts as people. We always go back to that natural state, right? This is absolutely stunning. I love, again, the when you look at a big ribbon ball, right? You're trying to unravel it. You have different shapes and sizes. You have different lengths. You have, again, those, some are a little bit shorter, some are longer. You have different colors all wrapped in. Again, my mom would try, I remember she would be driven crazy trying to unravel everything. And then eventually you give up and you're like, we're putting one bow, not even a ribbon. But again, I love that representation of it. I love that backstory. Again, really beautiful design language. I love how bright that is, that vermeil, yellow, gold. And in the pendant, real quick, you even have that really strong backing, softness, that it's going to be comfortable. So you might be a little worried because you have those moissanites on the front, but it's very nice and comfortable. It's flat. And I like that. Again, I want this is an example of having a collection that you don't have to worry about stressing when you're
Hmm.
accessorizing. You can put it on and go out the door ready to go.
That's the whole point. And I think the backing was really important in this collection because of that domed and 3D aspect, that
Mhm.
when you wear it, it still be flat to your chest and you can see that dome without it moving
Mhm.
and disturbing, hurting your neck.
Yeah, so these right now, these are going to be shop 18, the ring. Shop 19 is going to be the pendant necklace. Both are $199.99 by themselves. And then with that live 25 code, it would be $149.99. But what's so great is these two we can bundle. So Manvi, when we bundle, we save an extra 10%, which
Ooh,
I love. So you get
that's
an
amazing.
extra 10%, goes down to $359.98. And then you're going to use that live 25 code and you're going to get 25% off. So it goes down to $269. And then we can also sign up for budget pay, which is going to be super easy, convenient. 5 payments of $53.99. So you're saving a really good amount of money when you bundle. You buy more, save more. Hello, Pat. Yes, shop 18 and shop 19 is the pendant. So shop 18 and shop 19 are the pendants. Those are our last items, a part of the Clarte brand. That was part of the Dorma collection, inspired by ribbons and the wildness of Christmas, trying to unwrap those big balls of yarn and ribbon and all of the wrapping things. So again, this was such an amazing time, Manvi. I know we accessorized a lot. We had a great
Hmm.
day. I hope you had some fun.
Had so much fun.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone in the chat, for joining us. This was our special on the Clarte brand and all of the beautiful collections, including the Eternal collection, the Sable collection, the Fila collection. We also had the Petunia and Solis collection, a mixture of floral designs, a mixture of vintage designs, vintage inspired designs, and so much more. So, if you are just joining us, we're wrapping up, but you can watch it on our Shop LC website as well as our YouTube channel and go back, take your time, and enjoy these beautiful pieces. Manvi, it's always a pleasure seeing you and hearing your story. We appreciate you coming on, taking some time in the evening. I know it's late for you, so I appreciate it.
I'm
And
so
if you want
glad
to
I
follow
could join.
LC, follow Shop LC, and let us again share with your friends and family, and also make sure you get notified when we go live. We go live multiple times a day, and if you want, Mombi, real quick, if they want to follow you, where can they follow you?
So it's Clarte, New York spelled out on Instagram. And then my website is clarteny.com. So you guys can follow me and see what I'm up to on those two platforms.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Mavi, for coming on and sharing your inspirations. And thank you so much for sharing your collection with us. Everyone, I am Emily May with Shop LC. I will be live again tomorrow. So join me, and we hope you enjoy all of your shopping. Use those live 25 codes, and I will see you tomorrow. Remember, everyone, embrace your sparkle. Take care, everyone.